Hello, Pilgrims. Nice to see you again. My name is Paulina Dzidziak and I'm Senior PR Specialist here at Techland. And I can't wait because today we will show you our newest update, Gut Feeling Update. But before I will introduce my new guest, my first guest, let's have fun in the stream. By using hashtag dying to slash, you can show us your combat skills on your social media and we can't wait to see them all. And now, let me introduce the one and only Dying Light franchise director, Timon Smektawa. Hello, Timon.
Hello,
How are you?
Paulina. Actually, quite good. I'm here in the studio with you. The community is watching, and we have a great update, the gut feeling update, which is like I'm extremely proud of what the team has achieved with this one. I think there's quite a lot of good stuff in it.
We already know how to survive in the city because we have to be brutal, we have to use our creative skills in combat and in parkour, but I heard that gut feeling update adds a little bit more fun to it. Or maybe not a little.
Well, actually, exactly. That's what I wanted to say. Not really a little, because there's around 100 improvements to the combat system. And yes, as you mentioned, the combat in Dying Light was always supposed to be creative. So the idea was that players would be combining their parkour and combat skills, creating their own style. And this is what the update is about. This is the improvements that we have in it are about. And I think the thing that players will notice first is something that we call brutal physicality.
What do you mean by physicality?
So,
Examples.
yes, examples. I think it would be best to explain this through examples. So, as I said, it's all about creating your own situations. So we're using physics systems and we're using our combat system to allow players to do so. So imagine a classic Dying Light situation. You are on the rooftop, there's a zombie in front of you. So what you do, you basically run at him, jump, do a drop kick, and he flies away. Easy, classic Dying Light. So now what happens is that as the guy flies away, we calculate all of the vectors, forces, etc., and he hits another zombie that's on the rooftop as well. So he hits him, he staggers, and maybe falls down from the street, and maybe kills or hits another one that's below on the street level. And by the way, actually now the zombies, they fall from the rooftops by themselves. So the guy is, but let's get back to the one that's still flying in the air because of the drop kick. So he flies in the air and maybe there's some kind of an obstacle on the rooftop, like, I don't know, a chimney. So he hits the chimney with his head, and because of that, the head pops off. So that's an example of that. But actually, there's tons of them. So maybe I will give you another one.
Yes.
You fight like the big guy, the goon, the one with the hammer, and he makes a swing. And there's like some biters, some zombies in front of him. Maybe one of them is on fire. So he hits a couple of them. He hits the guy on fire as well. And the guy on fire flies and hits another group. So now he passes the fire effect on them as well. He lights them up and also kind of makes them fall down, creating like a domino ragdoll effect. But there's another guy that's, like, I can talk about this for hours, but there's another guy that flies at you, and if you have a correct weapon, if you have a slashing weapon, if you hit him at the right moment, there's a huge chance that you will cut him in half.
Even the goon?
Actually, yes, you can even cut the goon, you can even cut the big ones, so it's goon, it's demolishers, and it's
Sounds
even
brutal.
more. Exactly, it's very brutal. It's even more, but I will leave it to our community to discover all of the possibilities that can happen.
Okay, and I heard that also we can see very exciting things in the small details.
Exactly. So there's a lot of improvements to combat. So, for example, now you can modify two-handed weapons. But talking about details, let me give you an example which I think quite well presents what the details are, how deep we got with the system. So another example is that let's say a biter grabs you and you hit him on the head, and now what can happen is that his chin can fall off. So he was doing the zombie sounds, like the but now because he has no chin, the sounds are different.
Yeah.
Or maybe there's another guy, you kind of cut his chest and you open his chest, you see some ribs, some organs, but then you will also start hearing is that there's a lot of hissing because his lungs have been damaged. So those are the details that we have introduced with this update.
Very interesting. And I'm really glad that you mentioned the sounds because I will see our friends from sound design team very soon. So I think they will tell us more about it.
It's Wojtek and Editor, right?
Yes.
Okay, so they will show you a lot.
I can't wait to see it in the game.
And actually, if you can't wait, then there's a great opportunity to do so, because with the update, we are also starting a new event called Viral Rush. And what it means that you will be swarmed with hordes of infected, the fast-moving zombies.
Sounds
And of
crazy.
course, like, they will try to get you, they will try to basically kill you. But this means they will also be constantly present around you. So now, when they are present, you can wreak havoc on them, and you can see the new damage model system, the new brutal physicality in action. And actually, I encourage both you and like everyone watching to participate in the event, because when you participate in the event and when you complete the event's goals, you can win the Rahim outfit, the Rahim character, original runner from the first game. So if you started your collection of DL1 characters back with the anniversary events, now it's time to add another one to the collection.
So Viral Rush event seems to be crazy and super fun.
Yep.
And speaking of characters, I think that's not all if it comes to the gut feeling update.
Yes, so there's another thing connected with characters and with visualization and customization of
Yes.
the characters. So that's a feature that like it was requested. So like, you know the dilemma. You play an RPG game, you collect a lot of gear pieces, you collect a lot of armor, and some of them look great, but the other ones have the best stats. Now, what you do? Like, what do you choose? Do you choose the style or do you choose the stats?
Oh, that's a very simple choice. Come on.
Okay, but you don't have to choose now, because now the dilemma is gone. You can keep the stats and keep the look, and how that works is that you get a gear piece, the one that has the best stats, and you can modify it. You can transmog it into different one, looking differently, using a gear piece that you have collected as you explore the city. So now you can keep the stats and you can keep the style as much as you want.
That's really great, because I think this is the feature that our community really asked for.
Yes, exactly. That's the feature that was requested. And maybe, if I may, like a short message to our community, guys. So please keep voicing your opinion about Dying Light 2. Keep giving us your feedback. We really go through everything that you write online, Reddit, YouTube, Discord, Twitter. Every voice is heard. We'll try to support you. Of course, not every feature can be delivered instantly, but definitely we'll listen to what you want from the game. And once again, thank you for supporting Dying Light 2.
Okay, so I think now it's time to sum it up. So let's watch our gut feeling video. Okay, so we discussed almost everything
On the trailer.
that was visible on the trailer before, but you didn't tell me about one thing.
Yes, exactly. Weapon crafting, right?
Yes.
Okay, so actually, this is something we wanted to surprise our community with. Actually, this is something that we wanted to have in the game to tell players that they can expect more from us than we have already announced. And weapon crafting, as the name suggests, is basically weapon crafting. It allows you to craft your weapons. So how this works is that now all over the world you will find plenty of blueprints that you can find in secret locations, in quest locations, hidden in some enemies. So first you have to collect them. You have to find them and collect them. And of course, knowing our players, I'm afraid that within the next 4 or 5 hours,
Very soon.
like very soon, at least the map will be all over the internet. Okay, good luck to you guys. But I still think this will be a very nice way to kind of motivate our players to get back to the game, explore the city of Villador once again. So now when you collect the blueprints, you can take them to a craft master. So now the craft master, they get this new feature, the new option that allows you to craft weapons. And the cool thing is that, like with everything connected to craft masters, you can upgrade the blueprints. So you can increase the rarity of the blueprints, thus the rarity of the weapons that are created, giving more damage, more affixes, more mod slots, I think more durability, and so you can really create the weapon that you want.
Sounds fantastic. So to sum it up,
Yep.
I don't have to choose between style and stats.
Yes. So that's gear, transmog, checked.
My combat will be more physical and more brutal.
Yes. Brutal physicality, checked.
Checked. And I can also create my favorite weapon and give it, make it even more powerful now.
Exactly. Weapon crafting, checked.
That's not all, isn't it?
Exactly. That's
I will
not
let you announce it.
Okay, so if you're watching this, I hope you're watching this. Please focus for the next 90 seconds on the screen because we have something cool, something quite nice to show you. Please have a look.
It's high time you arrived. I wasn't sure you'd make it. Welcome to the Pilgrim Outpost, a safe haven for those like us. It's a place where you can rest, refill supplies, refine weapons, and most importantly, plan ahead for future ventures. Going forward, the Pilgrim Outpost acts as your base of operations, especially if you're looking for more objectives and unique rewards. For one, there are bounties. Activate those here before you set out to complete the likes of taking down biters, crafting items, or helping a friend. Finishing these tasks will be crucial as you progress through reputation ranks. And with each rank, you receive what we call a Pilgrim token. They're a must for anyone wanting to get their hands on exclusive weapons, outfits, or specialized tools. You're bound to find something that sparks your interest. Pilgrims also use this spot for a slew of other reasons. You can track events, community contests, and additional activities, or keep up with the latest announcements. Now remember everything I told you here today. It'll help you prepare for the worst that is yet to come. When the night falls and you're out there all alone, head to the outpost. Head to the outpost, Pilgrim.
Okay, we saw the video, but come on, we definitely need to know more. And thankfully, today with us, there's our friend, Wojtek, who will tell us more.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Wojtek.
Hello.
Okay, so Spike is back.
That's right. As Thomas said before the video, today we're bringing a feature that was requested by our community for a very, very long time. I think since the release of the game. And yeah, we wanted to make it big, to make it up somehow. So we introduced Spike, our favorite pilgrim, and this is the pilgrim, right? So we wanted to make him some kind of a guide of this new feature with all the things that will come up with this. So yeah.
But tell them what the feature is.
Okay, right. So the feature is bounties for Dying Light 2. So as you probably guys know, bounties are challenges, some tasks, some things that you have to do in the game. So you go to the Pilgrim Outpost service, you activate the bounty, and then you go to the game to complete this. And it might be everything, like killing volatiles, performing some parkour shots, and
how many we have right now in the game?
Well, something like about 100.
100,
and it's just the beginning.
Okay.
We'll be just like
Just the
delivering
beginning.
more and more. Like, but for now, it's like like our players have 6 bounties per week to activate and to complete within this week. Every
Okay.
Monday, we will be delivering new patch of this bounties. And yeah, and for those that are completing all of them, we'll give some additional reward, which is like, yeah, going back. When you will complete the bounty. In the game, you
Yeah.
go back to the service and then claim the reward, which is reputation points, Pilgrim reputation points.
Reputation points, you mean like we had in the chapters?
Yeah, so it's exactly the same formula. So you get Pilgrim reputation points, and with those you level up your Pilgrim rank. And with Pilgrim rank you get
Pilgrim tokens.
Pilgrim tokens,
Pilgrim token.
exactly.
Yes.
Where can I spend them?
In the armory.
Okay, wait. There are a lot of new,
Yeah.
new things here. The armory? What's that?
Maybe I will take
Yeah,
this
yeah,
one.
go
So Armory is a part of Pilgrim Outpost where you can basically purchase, earn, get cool stuff for your tokens. So there will be unique weapons, high stats, high rarity. There will be unique outfits. There will be resources, basically anything that a pilgrim would need to survive in the wild while exploring the city.
Okay, but bounties is the only way to earn tokens?
For now, yes.
Okay.
So if you want to earn a lot of a lot of tokens, you have to complete a lot of bounties. But this is just for the beginning. Like we have a lot of ideas. We are working on competitive bounties. We're working on request a friend feature.
Okay.
Some mods.
Well, actually, there's
support.
plenty of ideas.
Yeah.
Like one idea, for example, that we have is that you will get a Pilgrim mobile app, Pilgrim Outpost mobile app,
Wow.
which will allow you to add your Pilgrim friends all over the world and send them pilgrim
Pilgrim-
messages
That's
as well. So as with everything connected to Dying Light, this will keep expanding, keep growing as we move along.
Okay, so let me sum it up. Bounties, pilgrim tokens, reputation points, special items. But
Yes.
what the hell is pilgrim post?
Yeah. Pilgrim Outpost, like basically is an online service
Okay.
for Dying Light fans. So whenever you are looking for something new to do, you want to get to know something, what's happening in the world of Dying Light, you want to get to know some people, or in general are interested in what's happening there, you go to Pilgrim Outpost. This is
Okay.
like the first step of contact with everything Dying Light.
Okay, pilgrim outpost, but what about Techland GG? Will it be replaced?
The opposite. It's
Okay.
As everything, we're making it bigger. So Techland GG will become something like a hub for the hubs.
Maybe
I
an
know-
umbrella for the
Yeah,
hub. That's-
umbrella for the hubs is much better name. So it's an umbrella service for
Okay.
community services of Techland. So for now, it's Pilgrim Outpost there and the store that we will be reworking and mod community that will be growing.
But we also have another project in
Yes,
the pipeline,
the awesome
one that
one.
we have announced, and it will
Yes.
also
Yes, we
get
have.
its own
yeah,
hub,
it
right?
will get its own hub, like the same one, like same as Pilgrims, but for the new title, and it will be there. So this is like all the things that we're doing for the community will be in the Techland GG.
Now it
site.
makes sense. Thank you guys
Okay,
for
thank you.
explaining it to me.